Hi guys, and welcome back to another yoga flow. Today's yoga practice is going to be a pretty quick paced practice. It's going to be pretty quick in pace, it's going to be pretty quick in time frame. And intermediate level is what we're going to be gearing towards today. So let's just dive right into movement. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm so excited to practice with you. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of your mat in a forward fold. So feet hip distance apart, taking a nice generous bend of the knees since we are really just in our first shape of the practice. Grabbing opposite elbows here, letting the head hang heavy, feet hip distance apart, grounding and rooting down through all four corners of both feet. Maybe allowing yourself to get a sway side to side if this feels good, or finding stillness. Tucking the chin into the chest, getting that length down the back of the neck, the base of the skull. And taking one exhale out the mouth, empty the lungs. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth, let it go. A few more just like that in your own breath timing. Connecting back into breath as this tool and as this gentle reminder of our humanness. Coming back into the breath, coming back into your own body and rhythm and energy is such a nourishing place to reset every single day. One more breath here as we take our next inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth, let it go. If you've had the eyes closed here, go ahead and gently open them. We're gonna bring those fingertips to the mat here as we take an inhale, lengthen halfway, lengthen through the back, tailbone reaches back, slight shift of the gaze forward. And exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. The fingertips can either be on the mat here or they can be up on the shins. Exhale, let it go, forward fold one more time, just like so. Inhale here, little baby movement through the spine. And exhale, let it go, forward fold. Working our way all the way up through standing as we inhale, sweep those arms high, straighten out through the legs. And exhale, hands through heart center. Two more breaths here as we inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Really getting that breath flowing through the body now. Inhale here, arms rise. Exhale, hands through heart center as we hinge all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your first high plank of the day. And we're gonna land here with a big cycle of breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And we're just gonna take some rocks forward and back, using the balls of the feet to get this movement, firing up through the shoulders, through the core. And wherever you're at together, we're just gonna take another 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back through center, high plank. We're gonna swivel to outer edge of left foot, stacking right foot on top of left, reaching the right fingertips towards the front of the mat, side plank, inhale here. Exhale, slow and controlled, using the engagement as the core, as your stability. We're rocking back through center, high plank, and moving to the opposite side on the knife edge of the right foot, stacking left foot on top of right, inhale. Exhale, come back through center, high plank. We're taking a breath here in. And exhale, we're gonna thread it back. First downward facing dog of the practice. Meet the shape, let it feel good. Taking any movements here that the body is craving. Maybe it's a shake or a nod, yes and no, of the head and neck. Maybe we're getting into some pedals here, moving the hips side to side. A little space to create what you need here for your downward facing dog. Tap into your body. What does it need? What is it craving here? Inhale. And exhale. Together, we're gonna sweep the right leg high on the next inhale, square the hips to the mat to begin, point through the toe. And then bend the knee, open up through the hip, pulling the right knee towards the ceiling, right heel pulling towards right glute. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna take a few hip circles here, moving one way, massaging up through the hip joint, and moving back the other way. On your next inhale, we're gonna re-extend that right leg. Take your time here. If you need more time and you're not at my pace, that's totally fine. Inhale here, right leg straight. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, we crunch in, cross body. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, right knee, a right elbow, we crunch in. And we kick back. Drop those right toes all the way down to the mat. And we're gonna come back to some pedals here in our down dog. Before we do that same thing on the opposite side. Grounding down through all 10 finger pads, all 10 knuckle pads. Relaxing the weight of the head and neck. It's loose, it can move around. We're not holding tension in that space. Opposite side. As we inhale, sweep that left leg high. To begin, we're squaring the hip off to the floor, we're pointing the toe. And then exhale, left knee pulling up towards the ceiling, left heel pulling in towards left glute. The toe is still pointed here. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna take a few hip circles here, moving one way and moving back the other way. Hello, shoulders, already from all of our down dog and plank work. We're gonna re-extend the leg, inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, we kick back, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, we crunch in, cross body. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, we crunch in straight through center. Coming back, 3-leg down dog, we kick back, and we drop those left toes down. Downward facing dog, a little bit more of a warm up before we meet our Sun Sal Bs. Inhale here, let it go. Inhale, we snake the spine over to our high plank, and we drop all the way down to all fours, wrists stacked under shoulders, knees under hips. A few cat-cow cycles to mobilize the spine a bit more here. As we inhale, chest lifts, we arch the spine. Exhale, we press into the shoulders, round it out. Inhale, chest lifts, arch. Exhale, round it out. Tucking chin to chest, belly button to spine. Inhale, chest lifts, we arch. Last time here. And exhale, press into the shoulders, round out through the spine. Coming back, flat back, neutral spine. We're just gonna take a little bit of movement through our wrists here. So we're just gonna move side to side, fingertips pointing towards the outer 2 edges of your mat. We're gonna do 5 or 10 rocks side to side. And then we're gonna point those fingertips backwards towards you. Palms facing up. And we're just gonna take a little rock forward and back. If this is too much on the wrist, the more you lean back, the more of a stretch you're gonna get. And then the more you lean forward, the less. So adjust accordingly. And we're gonna do that same thing here. A few more rocks here. Palms facing up. And then we're gonna bring those palms facing down. Fingertips still pointing back towards you. Same thing here. A few rocks forward and back. Warming up the wrists. They do so much for us. Awesome. Untucking the toes, sinking back in the hips. The feet are about hip distance apart, knees are about hip distance apart. And we're just gonna take some movement here, shake out the wrists a bit more. And then going ahead and interlacing all 10 fingertips, all 10 fingers rather. And taking a few circles here on the wrists. A few moving one way, a few moving back the other way. And from here, We're just gonna let those palms plant. We're gonna slide those arms out long, the hips pull high, chest pulling down towards the mat. That's okay if it doesn't quite reach. Chest meeting before the chin meets, and we're shifting the gaze towards the space between our thumbs at the top of our mat. For more stability, if you're looking for it, if you're feeling a little bit unstable here, tuck those toes, ground those toes in. Nice expansion through the front body, extended puppy, oh my goodness. Extended puppy. We're taking 2 big cycles of breath here. Inhale. Feel those lungs expand in all directions. And then exhale, feel those lungs contract, move it through. On that next exhale, we're gonna bring those palms to walk right underneath the shoulders. Once again, tabletop. Tuck those toes, and we're back. Downward facing dog, we thread back. A little bit more of a spice before our Sun Sal A. Inhale here. Exhale, we are gonna thread it through to our high plank. Option to come down to knees here. We're gonna move it through to a chaturanga hover. Elbows thread into the rib cage. Press it high, bend the knees. Bear stance, press back, chest pulling back towards thighs. Re-straighten, downward facing dog, 2 more just like that. Inhale, we snake over high plank. Exhale, we come to a hover. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, bear stance, press back. Re-straighten legs 1 more time. Inhale, snake that spine, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga hover. Inhale, high plank. Bend the knees, press the heart back to the thighs, deep, deep bend, bear stance, press back. Downward facing dog, we're back. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Shifting the gaze towards the front of the mat, bending the knees. Step, jump, or hop up to those fingertips as we heel toe those feet together. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, arms sweep forward. Inhale, hands through heart center, chair pose. Inhale here. And exhale, we're gonna rock up to the balls, the feet, lift those heels from the mat. Inhale, we drop. Exhale, we lift. 4 more just like that. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift those toes. Exhale, drop those heels. And we drop all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway, rebound. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, hinge it forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down. Step or hop back to your high plank and your choice of your vinyasa. Slowly lowering to a hover. Swoop it up, upward facing dog or high cobra or sphinx or baby sphinx. And we tuck those toes, fly it back. Downward facing a dog. 2 more just like so. We're linking our flow series within our next 2 Sun Sal Bs before we start to chill things out. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat, bending the knee, step, jump, or hop up to those fingertips here. Heel toe those feet together. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, hinge the hips back, arms sweep back, arms sweep forward, hands through heart center. Inhale here. And exhale, we're grounding down through all 4 corners of the right foot, gluing the knees together. Keep that sink down of the hips. Front knee is stacked relatively over that front ankle. We're peeling that left heel towards the left glute. Single leg chair, point through the left toe. We breathe in, we breathe out. From here, we're coming into our warrior 3. So we're gonna reach those fingertips towards the front of the mat, straighten through the front leg, kick that left leg back to an extension point, the toes square the hips to the floor. Inhale, exhale, hands come back through heart center as we bring that left knee into glute to that right. And that right knee takes a bit of a bend once again, single leg chair. 2 more just like that. Inhale, extend, warrior 3. Exhale, single leg chair. Inhale, extend, warrior three. Exhale, single leg chair. Last time, inhale, extend, warrior three. This time, we're planting the ball of the left foot down. Hello, high lunge, high crescent, we are here. Inhale here. Exhale, spin that back heel flat, warrior two. Gentle external rotation of the front body, of the shoulders, of the hip space. Inhale, we're moving to Skandasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, hips pulling down towards left heel. We're driving through the ball of the right foot, pulling those right toes back towards us. That's okay if that heel doesn't quite meet the floor on the left side. Inhale here. Exhale, we're moving back through warrior two. Two more times just like that. Inhale, Skandasana. All in your own timing as always. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana, last time. Ooh, find that balance. Dropping the fingertips down at any time as needed. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, we mill the arms over, frame the front foot, step it back, high plank. Your vinyasa. Option at any time to move straight back to a downward facing dog from your high plank. Meeting next in your downward facing dog, and we link our flow series with that Sun Salutation B on our second side. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat, bending through the knees, step, jump, hop, float, handstand your way to your fingertips. Heel toe those feet together. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, hinging down on the hips, we sweep those arms back. Sweep them forward, hands through heart center. Inhale here, grounding down through all four corners of that left foot. Exhale, we slowly and with control lift that right foot from the mat, point through the right toe. Right here, heel pulling in towards that right side glutes. We have a bend through that left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, we extend out, warrior three, straighten out through the left leg, kick that right leg back to an extension, upper body parallel to the mat. Hands through heart center, single leg chair, we are here. And then exhale, warrior three, we straighten out. Exhale, hands through heart center, take that bend once again through that left knee, right knee gluing towards that left. Exhale, full extension, warrior three, upper body parallel to the mat. We straighten out through the arms, fingertips reaching towards the front of the mat. We straighten out through left leg, although we are keeping a micro bend here to really prioritize the health and stability of that joint space. Inhale. Exhale, we drop to the ball of the right foot. Fingertips sweep high, high crescent, front knee stacks over front ankle. Inhale. Exhale, spin that back heel flat. The toes, right toes are pointing towards the right side of your mat. Ooh, find that balance. Inhale here. And exhale, let it go. Meet the shape. Hands through heart center as we swivel those right toes to point towards the back right corner of your mat, Skandasana. Left toes pull towards you. Grounding down through that left heel. Hands can be through heart center, or fingertips can drop to the mat at any time. Hips pulling down towards right heel here. Two more times with that flow, warrior two to Skandasana. Inhale, we swivel, warrior two. Exhale, hands through heart center, Skandasana. Again, it's totally fine if that right heel is not all the way down to the mat. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, hands through heart center, Skandasana. Last time here, warrior two. Lots of strength here through lower body, opening through hip space, mobility of the ankles there with that Skandasana. Windmilling that arm over, framing out the front foot, step it back, high plank. Your choice of your vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog, cobra, sphinx, and exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. One more little link of spice here, and we slow things down. As we inhale, we're gonna snake that spine over, high plank, and exhale, thread it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, thread it over, high plank. And exhale, downward facing. Inhale, snake the spine over to your high plank. Right where we started. Swiveling on the ball of the left foot, right foot plants, right fingertips sweep towards the front of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back through center, placing the right palm down, high plank, slow and controlled, we swivel to opposite side. Planting on the knife edge of the right foot, left foot stacks, fingertips reach towards the front of the mat. Strength through the side bodies or obliques here. Inhale. Exhale, coming back through center, high plank. And then as we take our next inhale, hold it out. Exhale, we take 10 rocks on the balls of the feet for 10, and 9, 8, and 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We thread it back, downward facing dog. As we inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. We drop down through left knee, untuck left toe. Right side pigeon. You can stay up on the palms. We can drop down to forearms. Or we can drop the forehead all the way down to the hands, to the mat. Big stretch through right hip, right glute here. And we are starting to wind down. So deepening the breath here. In through the nose. If you'd like to engage Ujjayi breath at this point, if that is in your practice, feel free to do just that. Ujjayi breath, that breath in through the nose and out through the nose with that slight constriction as your breath moves through the back of your throat. So it almost sounds like you're trying to fog up a mirror. That audible oceanic breath that just brings you deeper into your body, your breath, your internal world. Last breath here. Or you can just take deep inhales and exhales through the nose. On your next exhale, in your own breath timing, walking those hands back towards you, stacking those palms underneath the shoulders here, tucking through the left toe. We pull right knee to nose, and then we kick back, 3-leg down dog. Drop the right toes down, opposite side, same thing. We sweep the left leg high. Exhale as we pull left knee in towards left wrist. Stay up on the palms, drop it down to forearms, or you can drop it all the way down to the forehead. If you are all the way down on the forehead and you happen to use your hands as a little bit of a pillow here, which I often like to do, switch the hands. If you had the right side on top the first time, swap it out. Depending on what your more dominant side is, switch it up. And as we start to wind down here with these next few breaths in pigeon, just honor yourself for showing up here for yourself today. Honor yourself for giving yourself the opportunity to move, to breathe, to clear the mind, to energize the body, and that opportunity to allow yourself to get a little bit uncomfortable. Allow yourself the chance to show up after that in the most authentically expressed version of you. Starting to walk those palms back towards you, stacking wrists underneath the shoulders. We tuck under the right toe. We pull the knee into nose, crunch in, kick back, 3-leg down dog. We drop the left toes down. Last shape we're gonna meet in here. We're gonna drop the knees, big toes together, knees wide, sink the hips back down towards the heels. Grounding down through all 10 finger pads, knuckle pads, drop the forehead down. Since this is the last shape we are going to meet in today, I encourage you, if there's any other movement that the body is craving, feel free to take that. Pause the video. Option to land in a Shavasana here as well. But if you are in your wide-legged child, feel free to bring a pillow, cushion, bolster right through center. You can rest the forehead, chest, belly on that as well if you're looking for a little bit more of a supported pose here, or just a little bit more relaxation. And we're gonna land with our last 3 breaths together. We're gonna inhale through the nose and take glorious, delicious open mouth exhales to seal our practice and to send you on your way into the rest of your day, evening, week, or weekend ahead. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Inhale. And let it go. Last and final breath we take together. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Really wring out the lungs here. Get every last bit of air out. And just a recovery breath. In through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And this is where I'm going to leave you. So I honor you so much for hanging out with me, for moving with me, for sweating with me, for breathing with me today. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Namaste.